Hey, how's it going, everyone? So today we're taking a temporary break from the face cam because I have a lot going on in my room that I just can't. It wouldn't look good on camera. I'm getting ready to paint, and my room's also a mess, and I gotta get ready. So, not a good time to be setting up the camera. This gameplay footage is gonna have to do for now. But our review today is tackling a subject that really got me when this game first launched, Starfox Zero. This game has gotten overly criticized as being bad. And the argument that people are saying to make it bad is ridiculous. They're saying it's bad because it's too much like Starfox 64.
Huh? Could you repeat that again?
Okay. Since when was Starfox 64 a bad game? In fact, one of the hardest games to find for the 3DS is a remake of Starfox 64, and I'll tell you, Starfox 64 is nothing like Starfox Zero. I can tell you that much. I've played both. In fact, I'll have some gameplay footage of each one. Starfox Zero, I mean, yes, it is a lot like Starfox 64, and even uses some of the same plot points, but it's not the same game at all. In fact, there's plenty of differences to make this a completely different game. And you want to... And besides, is there anything really bad about having a game that is a remake of a great game? And if you really want to bicker about remakes, Star Fox 64, I'll tell you, is a remake of the original Star Fox on the Super Nintendo. So you can't really go saying that remakes are bad. So, and I'll tell you, you're just sad that they used the motion controls the way they did, and that they didn't incorporate Pro Controller support. And I'm with you there. I mean, yes, it's hard to aim in some of this, but actually, how do you think it is flying a ship? You think it's just easy to push a button and boom? No, you actually feel when you use the Wii U gamepad, you feel like that scene, you know, in the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars where Luke and Han Solo are, you know, they're going all over the place trying to find these ships. And that's what it feels like using the Wii U gamepad in this game. It feels really good. It feels like you're actually in a fight for once, rather than just, you know, oh, this is too easy. So, if you want a real remake of Star Fox 64, there's the Star Fox 64 on 3DS, which is kind of like the brother of this Star Fox Zero game, because a lot of the menus are the same, and it's just, I don't know what it is, but I mean, I don't personally like it because I'm not a big fan of handheld games unless I can play them on consoles. Like, I love Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, all that because, you know, I can play them on my GameCube. But the 3DS, I don't personally have a way to play them except for on a handheld, and personally, I don't really like handhelds, but that's not what we're here to talk about. But yes, Star Fox Zero is just, it's Star Fox, and it's weird. Before this game, people complained about the previous 3 Star Fox games. They complained about Star Fox Adventure on the GameCube, that it didn't feel like a Star Fox game because it was all on foot, and it had dinosaurs and all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll give you that one. That was not a Starfox game. In fact, that was a game called Dinosaur Planet that was turned into a Starfox game. Then you had Starfox Assault, where that was an original Starfox game, and I'll tell you, that one actually, to me, it's good, but it's not as good as Zero. And Starfox Assault is an interesting game because you start out each level in your ship, but then you have to complete the other half of the mission on foot. And that's really interesting, but people still complained that it didn't feel like a Starfox game. And you can say that I'm making this up, but I'm not. People were complaining that it didn't feel like a Starfox game. So then you had Starfox Command for the DS, and again, people used the argument that it didn't feel like a Starfox game. So what did Nintendo finally do? They listened to all your bullcrapping and gave you a game that essentially is so close to Starfox 64 that they thought you would be happy. And instead, you're complaining that it feels too much like Starfox 64. Do you see what's wrong with this picture, people? You're being absurd, is the truth. If it's not like Starfox 64, which is a remake of the first game, if it's not like Starfox 64, you don't like it. If it's like Starfox 64, you don't like it. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be no Starfox on the Switch because of your complaining. Why do you think we didn't get Metroid on the Wii U? It's because you complained about Metroid Other M on their previous system. So thanks to you, we've had to wait until the Switch, and even then, we may not get it. So, people, just stop complaining, enjoy the frickin' games that come out. No game is perfect, okay? No game is perfect. I mean, I really like Star Fox Zero. I think it's a great reboot to the series after what seemed like atrocious failures for Star Fox. And I just wish he had, you know, had a better acceptance in his return. And now we're probably not going to see Star Fox again for another 10 years because you guys complained about Star Fox Zero. This is what happens when you guys complain about Nintendo. They don't give you what you want. Why do you think it took them forever to release another Metroid game? And then you complained that it didn't feel like a Metroid game. Nintendo is all about innovation as well as games. And I think we're going to see a Metroid game on the Switch. And we'll probably hear about it at E3 this year. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you have a Wii U and you don't have this game, go pick it up. Star Fox Zero is a good game, and if you enjoy Star Fox 64 or Star Fox 64 on the 3DS, you owe it to yourself to get this game. The motion controls are not a deal breaker. I personally don't like motion controls, but in this game they really do work because the game is otherwise too easy. So, they pose a challenge. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in another video. Take care.